كويس ماشي. ايوه.
As if to prove the point, whilst we were talking, Malik's father called.
ايوه بابا. طب يا حاج ما يزعلوا يا حاج، طب انا اعمل لهم ايه؟ طب ما يزعلوا ويتحرقوا يا حاج بالجاز يا حاج، قول لهم انت مالكش دعوه بيا. في شغله هددوه ان هو كده غلط وانه ممكن يترحل من الكويت بسبب اللي انا بعمله هنا، وان انا منتمي لحركه غير شرعيه، وان الفلوس والدي بيبعت لي كل شهر، ابنه بيبعت لي كل شهر مبلغ من المال عشان اقدر اعيش شويه. فقالوا ان ده يعتبر تمويل لحركه غير شرعيه، وان ده هيضره جامد وهيضرني، المفروض انا ما اعملش ده وكلام من ده يعني. فبتصل بيا طبعا انه جاله استدعاء من السفاره المصريه، حاجه كبيره قوي يعني.
One thing that Manal and Alaa need not worry about is their parents' support. Alaa's parents were activists themselves, who were as surprised then by his politicization as they are now concerned at his imprisonment.
He wasn't particularly interested in politics. Actually, he used to think that we were. This was always, a point of difference between us. He considered our generation old-fashioned. The way they go about politics is old-fashioned. It doesn't work. Things like that. We could say that the government pushed him into activism. He used to come down and watch the demonstrations and take photos and stand aside with the journalists and watch things. So we were going together to the Kifaya demonstration, which was against the referendum. He was going to be standing on the sidelines. I was going to demonstrate, and I got beaten up. So he intervened. So he was beaten up too. He was hurt. His laptop was stolen. And after we went home, we discovered that people had been beaten up and sexually harassed. He was so angry that he became an activist. It was like that. And a number of his friends, that's when they entered the movement, because they were so angry at what happened on the 25th of May, 2005.
Another blogger who's brought the regime's tactics to light is Noura Yunus.
I use my small camera to make small videos of the protests, so we then upload them to the internet and people download them later. You see the plainclothes people, they come and then they mingle with the demonstrators and then they start beating them from behind. But I feel that it's very important to have it documented, and archived in one place. Yeah, I always go with my camera. And I try to take small videos and pictures. So what happened is that before any demonstration, it became our mission to go on cover for the blogs. So they beat journalists, and everybody with a camera, they tried to take the camera. So we learn to be discreet sometimes, and we learn to run away.
Noura and the other bloggers cover and report demonstrations, but they are also active participants.
I think my very close network of bloggers I met in the street. And then the network became wider and wider because they kept introducing me to other bloggers and so on. This is Layla, Ala's mother, and she's saying we're going to protest in front of Al-Basatin police station in half an hour from now. Because one of the people was being beaten inside the police station.
Bye-bye. محكمة مصر الجديدة. It's now 10:10 and we are on our way to the State Security Prosecution Office because today is Ala's hearing and it will be decided whether he gets another 15 days to be spending 2 months in prison. He already spent 6 weeks, or he will be released. So if it happens, I will be prepared for it. I will not, crackdown. So, because if he doesn't get released today, there will be other things to do. I'll be visiting him tomorrow or after tomorrow, and so I need to prepare things. I don't have a lot of time to go into hysterics.
Manal was concerned that the cameras might affect Alaa's parole hearing, so we stayed away. After a day's wait in the sun, Manal finally got the news she'd been hoping for. Alaa was to be released. Unfortunately, the release was not to go smoothly, and Manal was to wait even longer to be reunited with Alaa.
We thought that he's gonna be released the same night from this police station, but he didn't. For some reason, we don't know. Today, when Manal went to see him, I don't know, she said she came out of the police station, she called me over the phone, she was crying. She said he was beaten and he needs our help. It's very difficult to know that your friend is being beaten right now and you feel helpless about it. We are going to Alaa's home. He's finally home. He's just been out an hour ago.
السجن حاجات مفتقدة وانا في السجن، الترتيب ده، المنال، الانترنت، الحرية. عام عند كل مجموعة المعتقلين بانه الدولة ابتدت تتعامل معانا بجدية، تقمعنا يعني بجدية. في لحظة مش كلنا واخدين الموضوع بحجم الجدية دي. يمكن القرار محسوب شوية، مش محسوب، احنا ما نقدرش نخمن ابدا رد فعل الدولة، مش هتوقف يعني، بس هو
After 45 days in prison, Alaa is keen to get back on the net and to do some proper blogging. A visit to manala.net the next day showed Alaa was back to blogging in earnest, and over the following weeks one thing dominated his post: a determination to continue campaigning for others still in prison and to continue demanding reform. Though the Egyptian regime may develop new tactics to rein in these dissident voices, new blogs are being created each day, and the voices behind them are getting louder and stronger. This is one fight the Egyptian regime may not be able to handle.
Well, that film was made in 2007 when it was still early days for bloggers in Egypt. Of course, things have developed dramatically since then in terms of the use of new media and social networking. I'm joined in the studio today by two guests who have been following the development of media there. Sharif Nashashibi is the chairman and co-founder of Arab Media Watch, and Rami Ali is a research fellow at Sussex University and has also written about social networking and new media in Egypt. Gentlemen, thank you so much, both of you, for coming in. Rami, let me start with you. That film we've just seen ended on the following lines: this is one fight that the Egyptian regime may not be able to handle. And I suppose the events that we're seeing unfolding in Egypt are a testament to this. So do you think Mubarak's regime has in many ways underestimated the power of social media?
I think definitely they had undermined the power of social media, and they had also been quite dismissive of the potential use of social media. I think now the major change has been that there's a huge class shift because internet has become widely available. You don't have to write in English. You don't have to have a kind of Western education in order now to have a daily diary, if you like. And particularly the widespread use of Facebook. I mean, Egypt is the 8th largest Facebook using nation in the world.
So given that, Sharif, I mean, how big is the scale of social media and how effective has it been, do you think, in your opinion?
I think it's been